What is happening, sports fans? It is your boy, the man formerly known as Mustache Matt, rocking it solo from the DFS 5-pack. My partner Ryan has the day off today, so hopefully he's enjoying some early morning cartoons and getting ready for some football, which I know is about to start in about 10 minutes here. Couple decent games yesterday. Everyone, I'm sure, knew New England was going to roll. The Philly-Atlanta game was pretty good. I had a real good feeling that Philly was gonna win that game. Home dog, public all over Atlanta. Kind of just played into exactly what I thought would be. While I'm sure a lot of you guys aren't going to play NBA today, we've got two different slates. We've got an early slate with 2 games and then a night slate with 2 games. I'm not going to cover the early slate because it starts in about 5 minutes here, so there really is no point. I want to dive into this night slate and just talk to you guys for a few minutes. Now, this video, I'm only making one video today, so this is going to be public on YouTube, and I'm also going to post it in our private groups. With only 2 games today, I just don't really think it makes sense to do 2 videos. I do think this is a real good opportunity to kind of talk about strategy and kind of what you want to do on a slate like this. So as Ryan and I always talk about, on a small slate, that's a good time to be different. If you're one of these people that like to be different and contrarian like me, small slates are the time to do it. Problem is, right now, we don't have any like serious value plays that are going to be mega chalk. So in my opinion, with these 2 games, you've got Phoenix, Indiana, and you've got Minnesota and Portland. Obviously, the Phoenix-Indiana game is going to be a little more appealing. That's going to draw most of your ownership. If you're playing cash games, I think you just play that game. But this is an odd slate in the sense that I just think you play who you want. You can game stack, sure. If you think one of the games is going to be a blowout and the other one's close, then you want as much exposure to the close game as you can find. If you think that both games are they're going to be, 5 to 7 point games, then you literally just pick every piece you want tonight. I don't think it matters what team they're on, how many guys you have from the same squad. With only 2 games in play here, unless you're running a full game stack, which is more than plausible, I might do that. The Phoenix-Indiana game's got a lot of appeal. I might roll with the Minnesota-Portland game just to be different. But what I probably will do is just use some guys from each game and use the guys that I like. So the guys that I'm looking at at about 1 o'clock Eastern right now, I want exposure to Damian Lillard. I like this spot for Portland quite a bit. I think this is a good letdown spot for Minnesota. So I could see them not playing great ball here. The other point that I want to make is that Sundays in NBA happen to be really weird. Oftentimes they act like Mondays in the sense that the results are odd. I could see something happening like that tonight. I could easily see Portland winning this game in Minnesota just because Minnesota's been playing so well, they're due for a letdown. I want Lillard exposure here. He's a guy that I think could lead the slate in points, in all honesty. So he's a guy that I definitely want on my team. He might be part of the 5-pack because I just like him that much in the 2 games here. Dragan Bender is another guy that obviously you can look at. His price is up to 4,800, but only 2 games here, and there's not too much value as of right now. So Bender is a guy I'm looking at. All the Indiana and Phoenix guys are in play if that's where you want to go. Booker, Warren, they're all in play. I also think you can take a look at a guy like Tyler Ulis. This game has high pace written all over it. And you could even look at a guy on the Indiana side like Lance Stevenson. I'm not a Lance fan in real life. His antics really upset me, but he's playing really good ball right now. And if we just look at what he's been doing lately, give me a second, guys. All righty, so you're looking at Lance. So if you look at his past 2 games, he's thrown up 41 and 30 DK points. Oladipo's been back for those games. So I watched a lot of this Cleveland-Indiana game. Obviously, Cleveland choked, but Stevenson played really well here. He's a piece for Indiana that I want. I will say it comes with a caveat in the sense that he plays a lot better at home. This spot just has a ton of appeal to me, Indiana at Phoenix. I mean, if this were a full slate, I'd want to go here. So on a small slate, obviously, it's got the most interest. What I will say, the part about being different is that Portland, Minnesota wouldn't necessarily be a game that I looked at hard on a 10-game slate, let's say. but I do have a little bit of interest. And tonight, while I don't think that it outscores the Phoenix-Indiana game, that's all it needs to do if you play that. Let's say that game goes to double overtime and the Phoenix-Indiana game is a 15-point discrepancy. Easy to see how the Minnesota-Portland game could outscore that game. Is that likely? No. But it's something that I think is worth looking into on this slate, depending on how many people go to the Phoenix-Indiana game. I think that's just going to be uber chalk. Oladipo, Booker, Warren, these guys are going to be really popular, as they should be. On the other side of it, I don't think Lillard, et cetera, gets as much love as he should. And as you guys can tell, he's a guy I'm looking hard at here. So, in terms of strong plays, I'm looking at Lillard. I'm looking at Lance Stevenson. I'm looking at Bender. I like Jeff Teague here. Those are guys that I'm looking at. But in all honesty, I think you just play whoever you want. You don't have to worry about ownership. You try to sprinkle in, the guys that you love and maybe use one sleeper play. Real good opportunity here to just do whatever you guys want to do and play whoever you want and see how it works out. Again, guys I'm leaning to right now, Lillard, Bender, Lance, Teague, all these guys are in play. We do have to watch Marquise Chris, but he's not expected to play tonight, so that just means Bender's in an even better spot. So, yeah, guys, I'm around all day. Enjoy some football. If you want more info and more content, sign up for the DFS5pack.com. We're crushing winners right now. We're doing well in football last weekend. So NBA is starting to really pick up. We're almost at the All-Star break. So let's get it, guys. And again, sign up to DFS5pack.com. Thank you.